as the Celtics are about to go into this interconference contest right here. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony on the side. Lines, it's David Aldridge.
And I love it when Sabonis throws it down. Listen, we know he can shoot it from deep, but the dunk is easy money, baby.
Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant. But that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
Pass to Porzingis, uncovered, and Sabonis pulls it down. And it's Sacramento's ball, 4-point game. The wide open look here for DeRozan, and Tatum pulls it down.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Boston, no good that time either. And so Monk will bring it up for Sacramento. Here's Lavine. Doesn't get it to drop for him. White with the defensive effort. Right side Holiday. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Outside DeRozan. On the wing, Murray. Porzingis with the steal. Down low. And the dunk by Tatum.
Tatum good for at least one highlight finish a night. This guy is box office.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. I asked him what plan he had, if any, for Zach Lavine. He said, my focus is making sure he doesn't get any easy shots. We have to contest every attempt. It's about mitigating the damage, not preventing it. So it looks like he'll settle for just making Lavine work as hard as possible. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now here's Lavine. After the miss from Derek White. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. 5 to shoot. Ellis can't get it to go.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Out of the rafters, he punched it in.
Are you kidding me? My goodness. Brown with the massive throwdown.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Carter left side.
Goal from the Celtics. Number 42. Al Horford.
Count it, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Brown outside. Shoots the three. They get it back. Sweet move.
And that's what Porzingis has to do. Use his size and length on the offensive glass.
Here's Carter. Not enough on that one as it misses. Celtics trailed by 6. wide open. He fires. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Now here is Carter. 5 points in the game. Fires the three. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. White. His three-pointers off the mark. Kings leading now by 4. Pass to Ellis. Kings moving the ball around. It's Carter, high post. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Len.
And just a strong finish. The D just one step behind on that play.
Hey, Greg, that's all he needed. That's a dunk this crowd will remember for a while. And so it's Sacramento with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates, is a big part of it.
Pass to Sabonis. And even 3-on-3 break. Tatum with it. Outguarded by Murray. They get it again. Tatum using his size inside.
And that's simply Tatum making the hustle play, wanting it more than the opposition.
Here's Lavine. The shot's good.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Here's Tatum. What a jam! Tatum doing it with style.
Tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
Here's DeRozan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Jason Tatum. Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Monk outside. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple of years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. DeRozan for 3. Good work defensively by Horford. Up top, Tatum. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that passing ability really helps separate Tatum from so many others because the defense has to focus on his ability to score.
Murray, good.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's Tatum. Tatum slips by the contact inside.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Here's Lavine. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Right. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Dan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Lavine can't hit.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Outside DeRozan. Outside Sabonis. Back to DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
The flush. DeMar getting up.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. We've got 1:23 left here in the second. It's White on the wing. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. White's got the lead up to 1 now for the Celtics. Right side Lavine. Pass to Monk. Back to Lavine. The tray. Again, Lavine missing. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. And it's Brown missing. And so Monk will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. DeRozan with it. He's picked up by White.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
And he drops it in from the low post. And it's a 3-point Celtic lead.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Back to Lavine. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And the layup is good. Lavine's got 6 here in this quarter.
And good job by Lavine fighting for that position.
Here's Porzingis. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Well, that's taking full advantage of the opening. The defense probably willing to give him that one, but I like that he's capitalizing on it.
Pass to DeRozan. Fires for 3. And that one released in time, but no good. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Celtics leading by 3. On top of being such a great mid-range shooter, Stan, DeMar DeRozan has earned a reputation for also being a timely scorer. He performs well in the clutch.
Yeah, I was on the wrong end of that too many times, Kevin. DeMar ranks in the top 5 among players in clutch buckets made for his career, and he was given the nickname King of the Fourth.
Oh, I like that. Back to Sabonis. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Sabonis.
Excellent touch on the catch and shoot. Sabonis wants to help his team space the floor.
Here's Tatum. It's hauled in by the Kings. Here's DeRozan. And it's sent back by White. And a minute played as the second half gets going. And Holiday has it in the corner. That shot, no good. Nice D from Lavine. The Kings trailed by 3. Here's DeRozan. And it's sent back by White. And the dunk by Porzingis.
I like the unselfish approach from Brown there, willing to give it up to his open teammates.
Here's Lavine. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
The Kings have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
In for the Kings, number 23, Dion Ellis.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Ellis left side. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout, looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Outside Holiday. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And one of the most respected players in the NBA is Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a 3-time Teammate of the Year award winner. He's also a Sportsmanship Award winner. He is a pro's pro.
To the inside. And Crowder slams it in.
The assist.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And the call will be against Alex Len.
Personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Well, Brown is always looking to score, but he's far from a selfish player, and he will move the ball, too.
For Boston, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. Miles with a wide open look. Connects from 3-point range. And now just a 1-point Celtic lead. .129 left in the third quarter. Tatum wide open, he fires one. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
Porzingis with the ball, now guarded by Len. There's Brown with the 3. Len grabs the board.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a coach streak.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
And at 7'3", Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Pass to Sabonis. The shot misses. Nice D from Porzingis. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Pritchard. Launches it. Rebound by Murray. And here's DeRozan. On the wing, Lavine. Murray outside. Lavine looking around. No good on the last second attempt there. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Celtics out in front. They're up by 1. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. The Kings trailing. The kick out to Sabonis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Hauser misses. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
Outside, Lavine. Horford with the rebound. On offense, here are the Celtics. They lead by 1. Pass to Hauser. Clock at 6. Here's Pritchard. From outside, off the mark.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
On the wing, Monk. Outside, DeRozan. Back to Monk. Jacks up a 3. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Monk's got his first 3 points of the game. Here's Tatum. Through contact. Tatum.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
DeRozan on the wing, looking to get it going, and he makes that one. 6 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's not taking any chances. It wants to huddle them up right away. And a new group in for the Celtics. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. He said in the huddle, you got to play some defense in the paint. They're getting too much in there. Battle down low. Time to fight, guys.
Thank you, David. DeRozan for 3. Kick out to Lavine. And Lavine throws it down.
And he's been reliable as ever on offense. Lavine working hard to make a big impact on that end.
Ah, there's Tatum's range on display.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
And it's good for 2. And the Kings lead by 1.
And give Lavine props for taking initiative on offense. I love seeing this mindset.
And it's White missing. Outside, Lavine. Outside, DeRozan. Shoots over Brown. DeRozan's shot is off. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Porzingis. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And you can rely on Porzingis in these moments. He's always ready to shoulder the load offensively.
Outside, Lavine. Sacramento moving it around. Right side, Sabonis. The Kings need to get off a shot here. They get the rebound. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
A tireless rebounder. Sabonis gives his team an edge on the glass.
A nice shot by Brown. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
2 points. That one goes. Sabonis has got 4 points in the quarter.
More and more, this team counts on Sabonis to provide what it needs.
And you can feel the crowd react as one.
Guys, what a blast of energy that just sent through this entire building.
There's Lavine. It's in! A huge shot to tie it up.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
It counts, and the foul. That's on Keegan Murray.
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
Monk outside. On the wing, Lavine. There's the three. Good! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
In rapid-fire release by Lavine on that one.
Back to Brown. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Sacramento with the ball. Outside, Lavine. Pass to Murray. Outside, Lavine. Over White. Oh, missed it. Fires from way outside. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Right side to Rosen. And slam dunk by Sabonis. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 14 rebounds.
Oh, that's a terrific dime from DeRozan. And this is why guys enjoy playing with him.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Back to Lavine. Just 5 to shoot. Murray outside. Offensive rebound. In the corner, it's Lavine. Outside DeRozan. With 1 on the clock. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Head always on a swivel. Lavine making things happen with his passing.
Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I seen a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific score. And here's Tatum for 3. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Overtime basketball, a minute and a half played so far. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 5-point Kings lead.
And this is why you go to DeRozan. When they need a bucket, he's a guy that can go out and get it. Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Pass to Monk. Here's Lavine. And the Kings check on 2 more.
What helps Lavine from mid-range? He gets such great lift off the floor.
Back to Holiday. Driving to the basket. Got it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. And here's Lavine, who brings it up for Sacramento. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Here's Tatum. The shot, no good. Murray with the defensive effort. Outside, Lavine. Outside, DeRozan. Lavine with it. Shot, high post. It's hauled in by Porzingis. White, wide open, he fires. And a miss there on the triple. And that's an intentional foul.
Derek White, second personal foul, second team foul. Shooting for Sacramento.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
1 for 2.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Now a timeout called by Boston. Just 4 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Guys, your thoughts?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
So it's Sacramento picking up the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.